Time to continue from where we left off. The desert. So this is the Dhalmekian Republic, eh? I'm just gonna do a couple of encounters before I call in the Chocobo to run off.
Mark 'em well, Clive. It's all too easy to lose one's bearings in the sands.
Oh, hey Patrick. Patrick, how's it going? One, two, three. Oh, didn't connect. Sad. Oh, my ankle's fighting too. Hey, all good here too, my friend. Just got done with the barbecue party, so now I have time to play.
Faster.
What are you up to? What are you doing? How's your weekend going? Oh, the game is fantastic. I love it. Are you playing this Final Fantasy 16 as well, or no? Alright, that's good to know. As long as everything's okay, that's better than something being not okay, right? I shall help my uncle. Oh, he did. Okay. What are these ruins? Make for the Delino Inn. So these buildings are there just for the sake of having buildings. Because no point if you can't enter any of them. Can I jump? No. Alright, let's get to the place we need to be.
Many years ago, when you were just a boy,
continue with the story.
You and I rode this way together, accompanying your father on a scouting expedition to Drake's Fang.
He let me come with you.
I'm not surprised you don't remember. It was just before Joshua was born. You were so eager to be there when your brother arrived that you whipped your chocobo too hard on the journey home and fell from the saddle. I shall never forget how Elwyn fussed over you as you sat in the sand, bawling like a babe.
Wow, they have footprints leading to this chocobo. Oh, this is nice detail. I like the detail. Is it? Oh, nice. Footprints in the sand. That's cool. Is my chocobo leaving too? Oh, he is! After this game, what do you plan on doing? So I think, what's the next game coming? So I've already pre-ordered Mortal Kombat 1. I've got Spider-Man 2. I've also got, what else was there? Assassin's Creed. So gonna be playing some games into fall. I'm not really sure if there's something coming up really soon that I want to play. But I'll be making a lot of videos with this game. I've seen a couple of people play this game and they don't really understand the battle mechanics all that well. So perhaps working on the battle with some of the end game bosses or post game bosses, whatever I'll find in this game. So that's it for now. Unless there's something you'd like me to look into, that'd be good.
Look, there. Those are ashen steeds. No doubt about it.
And such a long ride from Stonehair. Our Waluda friends must be soothing their saddle sores in the inn. Shall we join them? Run along and play now, Torgal. Dogs aren't allowed inside.
Run along and play. Which game are you playing these days, Patrick? Ooh, all of a sudden 5 people watching. That's nice.
Good day to you.
What happened? I'm sorry I didn't get it, but what do you mean what happened?
Sorry about my pal. He only talks when his mouth's full. What do you recommend?
Well, if you're after something light, we do a fine chocobo soup with lentils and honey.
2 bowls of that then. An ale.
Right you are.
Chocobo soup?
Coming!
Your pal?
Nothing happens.
Would you rather be my
I was
spy?
asking, like, what are you doing? Are you playing a certain specific game, or are you looking to play something in the near future? Oh, yeah, okay, which game? Yeah, okay, which game?
Your Grace, it is plain you are not yet well enough to travel. If you would only let me take you to someone who can better attend to your ills.
No, we must press on. Prince Dion has returned to his camp and will soon depart for the
In fact,
front.
I've seen the previous Final Fantasy.
I must
Oh,
speak
as
with him
in
at all
15?
costs.
You played that one?
Miss this chance and I may never get another. You do understand that?
15 was good
Yes.
until
Your
you
Grace.
got towards the end,
But you must at least agree to take your medicine.
because then it felt like
I'll
it was
fetch you some
really,
water.
like, the game just went by really quickly. They just wanted to get over with it. So, will the brothers unite in this inn? I hope so.
Keep watch, they tell us. But all I see is sand.
I hear they got our guest back to the Fang without any trouble. We'll be leaving soon enough.
Why the Lord Commander dragged us all this way just to save that blockhead's skin, we'll never know. Dominant or not, he's a bloody idiot.
That'll be Cooker, then.
Well,
God of War 4, as in the first one, the one that was released in 2018?
Uncle?
Sorry.
Yeah, I played it, but I don't think I had a channel back then. So I played it a couple of times, but I never had a YouTube channel at that time, so I never really got any videos uploaded or anything else. And it's been a long time since I played it, so I don't think I would be able to
Can you
give
walk,
you any
Your
sort of
Grace?
information if you want.
What's wrong?
I fear trouble may be brewing downstairs.
But if there's anything regarding Ragnarok you'd like to know, then yeah, I've played that game like, I don't know, 70 times, and I've defeated Gunnar and Kraki over 100 times, so
You two are
I
travelers,
can help
are
you
you
with
not?
Ragnarok if you'd like.
Me and my companions are strangers here.
But yes, I have played God of War 4. If there are any questions about it, I might be able to answer.
Sorry, lads, but we've got business in camera that can't wait.
Ah, I'm sure you could spare us an hour or two.
Come on.
Friend.
Man, this guy's hungry.
I'm afraid we don't have a moment to lose. Friend. Stay back, Uncle.
Gladly. It's the outlaw. Take
Oh, the fight that I didn't see.
Try it.
I'm gonna come here and boom.
Bravo, my boy! Just like that!
And come here one more time. Let's go. Do I level up? Yes, I do. Bloody hide. Come on, go meet him. Go meet him, please. You gotta meet him. You gotta meet him.
For your trouble.
This guy carries a bag of money everywhere he goes. I mean, bags of
Good
money.
advice, miss. That soup could do with a touch more salt.
So the attendant should get to know who this man is downstairs, right? Come on, go tell him. Go tell him. Go tell him.
Now's our chance.
What? I have a problem with the God of War Ragnarok theme. That is that I am in the part where you are looking for the rules, and I am in the hallucinations area, and I'm in the final part. God of War Ragnarok theme? I'm sorry, I can't really understand where exactly you are. Are you referring to God of War 4 or Ragnarok? And you're looking for the rules, and I am in the hallucinations area, that I am in the final part. Were there any hallucinations in Ragnarok? No. Are you talking about God of War 4, Patrick? Oh, he senses him. He senses him. Come on, go meet him. He senses him. But he would have been gone. He's gone. Damn. Go out the window. Go out the window. Follow him. Please find him. Come on. Oh my God!
What is it now?
He knows. Carrots.
It's nothing. Let's go.
Now he knows. From that area, and well, the build I have feels more in strength and not in life. The question is, what do you recommend I use off and off of the king of the berserkers? So from that area, and well, the builds that I have feels more in strength and not in life. And the question is, what do you recommend I use? Oh, I think you're talking about the place in Ragnarok where you go to meet the Norns, because that's probably the one where you get the hallucinations. So you're saying use talismans.
Well, we didn't know where to find cover.
So which difficulty are you playing on?
The Royalists said it themselves. Their guest is in the Fang. We should press on before any more of their friends turn up.
Once you go flat.
The most fragrant herbs and
the finest fabrics, fresh from the...
For the best drop in Dhalmekia, was it the final step?
Another fight, is it?
Sorry, but the master's not here at the moment. All orders have to go through him.
You're in that furnace,
Well, it depends what you plan to do. So I wouldn't really say there's any specific build for it because it's just a hallucination. It's just a small part of the area that just gets over with it. So I'd say be more on the defense because I remember when you were with Kratos, you get overwhelmed by a lot of enemies. So I would just attack and guard wherever I could. And right after that, the hallucination area is over and you can continue on with the game. So I'm not really sure if any talisman is going to help you, but you can see what works best for you.
By guile, then. Perhaps the Desert Hare can offer us her aid.
Rosina Dhalmekia, woman of mystery. But how will we find her?
And that she was working with Cid. Cid's other collaborators have all been people of means. The wealthiest and most successful members of their communities. I'll wager this Rosina Dhalmekia is the same.
That would certainly help to narrow the search. We need only inquire as to who is in charge of the town.
And that's exactly what I mean to do.
Speak with the townspeople.
Back to Drake's Fang anytime soon.
Well, it's not all we've got to read.
Light it, for Gilbert's sake!
Anything I can help you with, travelers? Allow me. My good man, we represent one of the oldest and greatest trading houses of Port Isolde. We're seeking to expand our business in the region and would very much like to make the acquaintance of Dhalmekia's leading entrepreneurs. If only we knew where to find them.
Well, we're best known for our baths, our markets, and our smithies. I suppose you could do worse than start your search at one of those.
Thank you. Oh, you wouldn't happen to know a lady by the name of Rosina Dhalmekia?
No, I can't say I do.
Well, thank you all the same.
Yeah, so for that, I wouldn't really recommend going with Zeus for that part because you'll take a lot more damage when you get hit. So just focus on something that gives you a lot more defense. So the less damage you take, I don't know which difficulty you're playing on, but for that specific area where you're about to meet with the Norns and you're encountering those hallucinations and Kratos has to fight off a lot of enemies, just work on defending your way through an attack whenever you can. If you are having trouble, that's what I would recommend. Use armor or whatever you've got equipped and just make sure you have something defensive on so that you don't take too much damage or you don't die off.
I doubt this young
It's not like a big boss fight or anything, it's just a small story-related thing that you can just get through as soon as you're done with that part.
And experience, believe you me.
Mummy, I want to play with the crystal. How many times do I have to tell you? It's not a toy.
Can I help you?
Yes, I'm looking for a woman by the name of Rosina Dhalmekia. A long-standing pillar of your community, I believe.
Then you should ask further. He's been here for years. Knows the place and its people like the back of his hand. Try the baths. That's where you'll usually find him.
Thank you kindly.
The baths, okay.
Well, it sounds like we have our man.
Perhaps. Let's go and find out exactly what this Furder knows.
Hanging lanterns, keep the darkness from your door.
Excuse me. Are you Furder?
I am. Can I help you, travelers?
It's really impressive, you know, the first person you meet, and that's who exactly you're looking for.
We believe she may be a trader of some renown.
And what business do you have with the desert hare?
She was a close friend of mine. I was hoping she might be able to help me.
Very well. Go to the bordello. I'll arrange an introduction.
A bordello. This
Do you
is the
think we
bath.
can trust him?
Only as far as I think he trusts us.
This town is truly blessed.
How about a hot bath to soothe the aches and pains of the road?
But in terms of talisman builds, I don't know what to use to increase the damage. I'm using the one for Vanaheim and Muspelheim, but I don't know if I'm using it correctly.
Stick your nose in our business.
Do you have 3 pieces of Vanaheim and 3 pieces of Muspelheim equipped? Because in order for them to take effect, you have to have 3 of them equipped at the same time. Whoa, Hugo's got new abilities now. There we go. I don't know about you, but this game stops and created assassins? Can you please explain, Patrick? I don't understand your comment. I'm sorry. I apologize.
Who are you working for? Him or her?
Game stops and created.
The boss! He wanted us to test you.
Though one could hardly call that a test.
Lord Furder?
Look what the cat dragged in.
Your skill with a blade is rare indeed, my lord. A fitting talent for an outlaw.
You know who I am. So what now? Call in the men of the Rock and collect the bounty?
That isn't my decision to make. Our work is done. Take him to meet his precious Rosina. She will be interested to make his acquaintance.
Yes, my lord. To the Lock of Leisure, then.
That this game stops as Assassin's Creed.
Lock of Leisure.
Oh, so you're saying that this game is kind of reminding you of Assassin's Creed, right? Yeah, one can say that, at least this part of it, though. But Assassin's Creed is kind of different. Like, if I was playing as something, I'd be going over these buildings, climbing that tree. No, you don't count. You don't count climb trees. But yeah, Assassin's Creed. I have ordered the Assassin's Creed Mirage, that game. So Yeah, I'll play that too whenever it comes. I played Valhalla, and boy, it was full of bugs. So many bugs. I hope Mirage doesn't like that. And they're going back to the basics, so it's going to be nice to see that.
Ah, so it was the young sprig after all. So much for Rosina Dhalmekia being a woman of experience.
It was an easy mistake to make, Uncle. After all, it must have been years since Cid last saw her. Sorry. Whoever this Lubor truly is, he's clearly a man of means.
See that he gets it.
Lubor, Lord Ferda told me to bring them to you.
My boys tell me you're in need of assistance. Cid the Second?
I thought he was the third.
I won't waste your time. I need passage through the south gate.
Tell me, what do you think is a merchant's most important commodity?
Oh, thank you for that. Appreciate
My
it.
trust. Everyone knows that. Without it, you have nothing. And nothing is exactly what you have. And so, for you, I too have nothing. I'm not in the business of helping every lost puppy that wanders in off the street. I'm a busy man, as you can see.
Yeah, pretty busy. I can see that.
Let's leave this mummer to his farce.
By all means. Find someone else to help you on your way. Just be sure to tell them you're not the two travelers from the inn the guards are looking for. Don't want them jumping to conclusions, do we?
Why, you...
No point in standing in front of him. You just beat his ass a couple of minutes ago.
Your trust.
Handle them serves more for defense than for attack, I think. Yeah, I don't exactly remember, Patrick. I'm sorry. I don't know which enchantment it was. But you can see as per defense, whatever you want to equip. Like I said, it's just a small part of the story. You survive that attack and that's it. The story continues. So you can equip whatever build you like afterwards.
What I want. Always.
Fine. So what do you want?
Don't tell me you're going to listen to this swaggering scruff.
We might as well hear him out. It's only natural that an ally of Cid's would seek assurances of strangers. Assuming he is an ally, of course. 5 years ago, he would have still been a boy.
And yet even then I had more good sense than a man, 5 times my age? But enough of the pleasantries. We were speaking of what I want. I want you to put an end to the trouble in Dhalmekia. Return to me when you have done so, and you shall have my aid. Until then, I bid you good day.
What trouble? If you're going to give us orders, be clear about them, damn you.
Manners, Greybeard. One catches more damselflies with honey than with vinegar.
What did you call me?
My apologies. A word of advice in recompense. Follow the crystals. Oh, but that was 3. Oh, I'm making this too easy for you.
What?
Ha! It will be easy. Let us divide our forces, Clive. I'd rather not drag this parlor game on any longer than we need to.
Okay. Follow the crystals.
I thought we were the only ones causing trouble in Dhalmekia.
Speak with the townfolk? Okay.
Excuse me. Is it true there's been trouble with crystals of late?
You've heard, then?
I've heard rumors.
Damn thieves. Pilfering the crystals that were meant to fill our cups and light our stoves. Us common folk have hardly had a shard to share between us these last few moons. And it isn't as if we can buy them on the black market either.
A chocobo eating some greens. So we need to go south, as in this place, and it's blocked. Okay.
Do you have a moment?
Depends what for.
Just a question. Dhalmekia seems to be thriving compared to the other villages I came through on the way. Is there a reason for that?
Well, we're a stone's throw from Drake's Fang for one. The soldiers guarding the Mother Crystal and the shipments need a place to spend their
Oh, hello, the real Kratos. How's it going?
Throw their money about like there's no tomorrow.
The real Kratos with Spider-Man.
Well,
seems like you're really up for Spider-Man 2, huh? Can't wait to play it. It does look incredible, though. I would say that.
Fresh bread, warm from the oven.
You wouldn't believe how much he gave me. What can I do for you, soldier? Need that sword polishing?
I'm not a soldier.
Yeah.
Then be off with you. I serve the men of the Rock and the men of the Rock only.
You have...
It's gonna be fun playing with two Spider-Men at the same
Don't be
time.
stupid. I just know which side my bread
I
is.
just hope for one section we play as Venom. I know we're playing Peter as Venom, but I want to play as Venom, like Venom. Maybe not in this game, hopefully in the future one, but I want to play as Venom.
I think I'm starting to get an idea of what's been going on. I wonder if Uncle Byron's learned anything of use. He'll probably be back at the inn by now.
Fresh from the capital.
What was all that crashing and banging about before?
It's you, the one who broke all our furniture.
Me too.
What do you want?
Have you seen the trailer for Kraven the Hunter?
I'm looking for my pal. Have you seen him?
The gentleman who was with you? Yes, he's upstairs, but...
Thank you.
So we're getting a Spider-Man 2 game with the villain Kraven. And then we're getting a movie as well with Kraven the Hunter. I'm not sure how good the movie's gonna do. Yeah, same. It looks kinda okay, but I just don't understand why Sony wants to make villains anti-heroes. I mean, come on. Spider-Man in them or something.
I'm pretty fly.
What the heck did this guy say? Let me teach him pretty flash these days. Oh, okay. Alright, I don't want to go and listen to people now. Agreed. Okay.
As a deposit.
He's buying his way in?
That's a black pearl.
One of the many treasures in my collection that I would be only too happy to part with, should you give me reason to do so.
I like his way, his techniques.
I'm sure that we can
come to an agreement.
But not here.
Is he bribing his way in?
What are you doing, Uncle?
Better than you, my friend. Is that a dog? All the dogs in this game, except from Torgal, look so dumb. I mean, and they look so skinny as if like they've never been fed for like over a month or something. Square Enix could have made another asset for a dog.
Giving gifts to Kupka's men.
Bait, my boy. One cannot catch one's prey without it. And I do believe I've snagged us quite the quarry. I started by asking around the markets as to where I might purchase crystals. I had no luck, of course. It's forbidden to trade in such things. But my uncharacteristic indiscretion just happened to attract the attention of those uniformed ruffians. They took me aside and said they could procure the crystal I sought if I proved I could pay for it.
So the pearl was your proof.
I thought they'd ask for more. A second-rate specimen like that would only fetch 500,000 or so. A small price to pay for admittance to the underworld.
500,000.
That's enough about my little
Nice.
act of subterfuge. What did you discover?
That the supply of crystals has dried up of late. And some people seem to think they're being stolen. Meanwhile, members of Kupka's private guard have been spending money all over town. I'll wager those soldiers you've been talking to have been siphoning off crystals meant for elsewhere. And pocketing the profits.
I'll wager you're right.
We'll meet with them then. Just as you arranged, and put an end to the trouble Lubor spoke of.
Ha! That preening popinjay thought this would be difficult. It just goes to show, one should never underestimate a Rosfield. I arranged to meet with the soldiers in a secluded corner of the Velcroy, far from prying eyes.
The perfect place for a spot of double deep.
Okay, so I'm supposed to go all the way there.
I trust I can count on your support. If
I played the demo of this game and I have to say I really enjoyed.
Of course.
Best demo that I've ever experienced. Oh yes. The demo was phenomenal, I would say that. This game itself is pretty amazing. I mean, it takes a while to get into all of the things that game has to offer, but once you do, it's just amazing. And the story and music of this game is just phenomenal. It's just incredible.
Light it for Gilbert's sake.
Am I going wrong? Yep, I am going wrong. Let's switch front. My bad.
Sweet incense. Just look at the
You are the real Kratos, my friend. You should play this game. If you like God of War, Ragnarok or something, then you'll like this too. It's slightly different when it comes to like the combat or something compared to God of War, but it's still a very, very fun game. There are some really exciting and epic battles, I'd say. Come on, Ambrosia. Where are you at? There you go.
Come on.
So I need to take a right. Okay. I think I made a mistake. There's a way leading from inside the town.
That'll do, girl.
Yeah, this one. Need to go straight. Oh, nice.
Let's go.
Faster.
That's good. That's good. You play it whenever you get the time. I've got a couple of games on the list too. I've already ordered them. There's going to be Spider-Man, then there's Mortal Kombat 1, the reboot of the reboot, and then there's Assassin's Creed as well, Mirage. So yeah, fall seems to be going good. But yeah, Spider-Man is the game I'm most hyped about for.
I'll take
Same
it from
here.
here.
Oh yeah. It's gonna be fun. I enjoyed the first Spider-Man game too, but Miles Morales, I think it felt kind of short. Like it was a pretty small game compared to the predecessor Spider-Man. But I'm hoping Spider-Man 2 is a pretty long game, and I'm gonna enjoy it.
You've brought your contribution.
Oh, but I have you. Who do you think is Venom? Is it Harry or someone else? What's your guess?
The whole 500 talents.
That was the price we agreed upon, yes? If you've no objections, I'd like to see the crystal.
Of course. Right this way, my lord.
Damn, that's a lot of crystals.
Not bad at all. You weren't lying about the clarity. But what of security? if I were to be stopped on the road, what guarantee have I that it wouldn't be seized as property of the Republic?
Because these crystals are no longer the property of the Republic. You're not buying from us. You're buying from them.
From who?
And we have no more jurisdiction here than you, my lord. But we have ships, and will gladly deliver to a port of your choosing, now that our price has
Well,
been
considering
met.
it's not Eddie Brock, then I'd say
Royalists,
it's Harry. Yeah, because they did show you that Harry's like kind of sick, and
Their share of Drake's
his
Fang's
father
blessing,
does,
of course.
do use a symbiote or symbiote, whatever it's pronounced, on him. So could be Harry, but then we need to know, how does Peter get it?
We elected to increase
Because in the gameplay that they showed, Peter has it. So how did Peter get that? Did he get it from Harry, or did he get it from someone else? That's something it'll be interesting to find out.
No matter where they might happen to end up next.
And the developers did say that it's someone who's been there before, so let's see.
So it would seem.
My lord, what is the meaning of this?
Double-crossing dogs. They're not here to do business. Kill them. Kill them both.
Let's go. One down.
It's not over yet, Uncle. Good. I'm just getting warmed up.
Who the hell is healing? There. Fine, fine, fine. Go, kick him up in the air. One more. One and one more. Come on. There we go. A few more. Let's go. Wow, black chocobos. Okay, now that we have the crystal thingy sorted out, hopefully we can continue with the story.
Well, that wasn't too bad. How'd you like my performance, huh? I've often played the villain on the stage.
Greybeard, you were magnificent. The battle
What?
scene was particularly thrilling. Such a shame you didn't have more of an audience, but perhaps that's for the best.
How long have you been watching?
Long enough to witness your uncle's sordid transaction. I hardly expected one so venerable to degrade himself so thoroughly.
This was the trouble you spoke of. The men of the Rock taking crystals meant for the common folk and conspiring with the Royalists. Well, now it's over.
Indeed it is.
Is he going to take over or something?
Dhalmekia had scarcely any means of redress against Kupka's men, let alone a foreign army. Until you two came along, that is. Well, we'd better get these crystals back to town. You won't mind waiting with them while I fetch a wagon.
sometime later.
It occurs to me that I still don't know your name.
Clive.
So, Cid the Second is a Clive.
I think that joke is probably for everyone who just wanted to say what kind of a name is a Clive for a Final Fantasy
Your end of the
protagonist.
bargain, so I must do the same. Passage through the South Gate, was it not? To tell the truth, you've helped a little there too. Many of the guards have already been redeployed to deal with the issue of their missing comrades. And those left behind have been encouraged to look the other way should you attempt to pass through.
Thank you. And please allow me to cover your costs. You still have the purse I gave to the soldiers, I trust? I saw you pluck it from one of the bodies.
Oh, dear. Was I really so obvious?
And my name is not Greybeard. It is Lord Byron Rosfield, thank you very much.
No, thank you very much, Greybeard. Here, wear this.
Is he gonna give another pen? Seal obtained. You accept the desert rose.
Any friend of mine who sees you with it shall be a friend of yours.
Thank you, Lubo.
And please, feel free to send one of my Stoluses back to your people. Tell them that Rosina Dhalmekia is back in bed with Cid.
That's a nice way of putting it. And did he actually write that? Harry Potter. Yeah, if they had used ravens, it would have been too much like Game of Thrones.
I'm trusting you, Cid. Or should I say, Clive. So be sure not to let me down. I have a reputation to uphold.
And just like that, they became the best of friends.
Well then, I wish you a safe journey south.
Thank you.
Not at all. It was my pleasure.
Come on, Uncle. Let's go.
Quest complete. So, there are two quests. Yeah, they're not plus, so we'll have to wait. Now I'm going north, I need to go south, so this is the other way.
This is no... Is it true what I'm hearing?
My carpet. It would make us fine.
I want to finish the game and then I'll do all of the other stuff before. I'll make a save before finishing the game, and then I'll do all the... If it has post-game stuff, I'm going to do it then, or I'll just reload the save and do it there.
Good day, my lord.
Platinum sword. Breath of Lightning. 1,000 tables orchestrines for 40k, man, that is expensive.
Go with Gilbert. We should get going soon.
Go with Gilbert?
Ah, I'm not too late.
What is it, Lubo?
A question that I neglected to ask earlier. Where is it that you're bound?
To Drake's Fang. To finish Hugo Kupka.
Just as I thought. Then allow me to share a secret. Drake's Fang is currently riddled with royalists. Dhalmekia and Waloed are allies, and as you have seen, their soldiers work hand in glove. But no nation has ever before allowed a foreign army to make a barracks of its holiest of holies.
Not by choice, at least.
And there's more. A man on the inside of the Fang has failed to report for several days. I fear there may be more trouble lying in wait for you on the road ahead.
Isn't there always?
If you're determined to beard the lion's den, then promise me one thing. That you will enter via the mines, where the guard is lightest. I've lost one Cid already. If I lose another, people will start to think me careless.
I don't plan on dying. Not before Kupka does, anyway.
Well, so long as you have a plan.
So with Benedicta dead, shouldn't there be another Garuda? Or I don't know how Dominus is selected for now, but let's see what it is.
Just beyond these springs. Shall we press on?
Nothing here. Okay. Does this game not have a chocobo theme or something? Anything? No, no coppers. Okay, if I go up instead of going down, I might find something.
What is this place?
This is the spring which provides the water for the Dalimil Inn's famous healing baths. I wouldn't mind having a dip myself. If we didn't have more pressing matters to attend to, of course.
Chill!
Okay, the birds are done for. Nothing here. Alright, okay. So, something. Come on. Nothing. Wasted coin. Oh, there it is. So we did have something here. 15 sharp fangs, that's it. God. Goblin coin. Okay.
Good girl.
Fly, Ambrosia.
So, left is closed. Need to take a right. The jaw.
There it is. Drake's Fang.
Kupka will be hiding inside.
Might be recovering.
Along with goodness knows how many guards.
I think this is the place where we're gonna fight Kupka, the Grand Titan battle that was shown in the trailers.
Careful.
I will.
Uncle. Gribeard.
Before you go, Clive, allow me to apologize. After what befell at Phoenix Gate and the crisis that followed in its wake, I fled. I retreated to my counting house and danced attendance upon the vicereine in the hope it would bring me favor. I betrayed my nation to save my skin, like the coward I am. And I'm sorry.
Uncle, please.
It's not too late, Clive. Rosaria is yours by right. And there are those that would
Square
help you
Enix
to
and the
take
devs did a phenomenal job with the game. They should be proud of. Oh yeah.
Had I the courage of
I
my
mean,
brother,
for a Final Fantasy
might already have
17,
done so.
they've raised the bar
And
by
that ship has sailed. You,
quite a high bar.
however,
They've set the bar quite high. So,
Forgive me, but I cannot.
and the best thing is finally they've used summons in a proper way. Every other time you play a Final Fantasy game, summon happens, something comes up, does damage, goes away. Or even in 10, where you had summons to fight alongside you, like Pokemon, but those summons were like, they just got 3 hits and they disappeared. So it wasn't fun in that fact, as in summons are supposed to be powerful beings, right? But this game does justice to summons and icons or dominance or whatever you want to call them.
Only later did I realize.
So, love that part about this Final Fantasy.
By my father. You would see me follow in his footsteps. And that is exactly what I mean to do. Not by ruling Rosaria, but by extending his ideals to the whole of the twins. Though every soul in the realm may judge my actions heresy, I am certain my cause is just.
Hmm.
You really are just like him, you know. Thank you, Clive, for coming back to me. I am proud to call you nephew. Well then, this is where we must part ways. Wish me luck in convincing my Canvarian friend to share his considerable talents. I mean to plunder his coffers and prove myself worthy of a place in your merry band. Till then, my boy.
Till then. Go safely, Uncle.
And you, nephew. We have much to catch up on, you and I. I shall expect you to regale me with the tales of all your adventures when next we meet. You can regale me too, Torgal.
Torgal is such a good boy. Superpowered dog wolf.
I'm coming for you, Kuka.
Damn. Okay, so now we are going into the heart of the crystal. And yeah, this one's gone. So I'm assuming once we're done, this entire thing is going to be gone too. And then we've got 2 more to go. I think this is the first Final Fantasy game to be rated T. Oh no! All the other Final Fantasy games have been rated T. This is the first one which has been rated M. M as in mature. So, this is the first game ever. What the heck? Why didn't his hands regenerate? Is it because Clive took the Titan away from him? Oh, yes. Same with Benedicta. Same with Benedicta. He took away his powers.
Out of my sight, witch! I'll kill you, Rosfield! I'll rip out your heart! I'll tear you limb from limb!
Peace, Hugo. The table shan't
Lord
hurt
Commander
you
of
any
the
longer.
Royal Knights.
He sought to humiliate me. Me! If you hadn't interfered, he would be dead!
You truly believe you would have triumphed had the battle continued?
Titan would have ground him into dust!
And how would he have done that without his head?
Shut up!
You weren't strong enough, and you call yourself a dominant. Or rather, you did.
You mock me, Harbord.
Harbord. Fancy with some fancy footwork.
Do you see, Hugo? You are weak.
Fuck!
Damn, they're younger than this guy.
But so long as that fire burns within you, there is still hope. There may
So when
be
he's
a
gonna
way
meet
for you
Clive,
to
he's gonna
take
get
your
his dominant back. And he's gonna turn into titleful form, and then they will
What
fight.
must I do? Please, I'll do anything. Just tell me.
The heart.
What of it?
A Mother Crystal's heart is the most concentrated source of ether in all creation. Perhaps you could take advantage of that. Of course, the crystal would not yield her blessing to any ordinary man. But then, you are no ordinary man, are you?
Is he like petting him?
Clive Rossfield stole your power, but others have suffered a similar fate, and still managed to find the strength to conjure their icon.
Yes, how?
Like Benedicta Harmon.
Now he's just pushing his buttons.
She drank of the ether and gained a power beyond human understanding.
Is he the one who sent Kupka the box? I think the King of Elude is an... Yeah, I don't want to say the word, but I think he's a giant ass. He's probably manipulating all of these things. And he wants the crystals destroyed. At least I think he does.
Run along now, Hugo. You need only follow the light. Mythos is here.
Mythos.
Very well. It shall be so.
Why is he called Mythos? Is there anything related to Mythos? Mythos, oh. The name by which Ultima addresses Clive. It appears to be his title for the vessel for limitless power that he means to make of the young Lord Marquis, I don't know. But to what end he requires such a thing, only Ultima knows. And Joshua, I think he knows too.
Leave
Mythos.
everything to me, Your Majesty.
Oh, the heck is that? Damn, the story of this game is like interesting, and the way it's told is also pretty good. I mean, I remember playing the demo, and you're just pitted against the Ifrit and Phoenix fight. That is an incredible way to start a game. And then you get into that fight later on. I mean, awesome. Blood. What the heck? Beastmen?
Orcs.
Did the Royalists bring them from Ash?
Into the darkness. Let's go.
Are the beastmen part of the Waluda army now? How the hell did that happen? They spotted us. With me, Torgal.
Damn. Okay.
We've taken over the entire mine. So much for the men of the rock. Dhalmekia's finest.
Men of the rock. Oh, he did. That was quick. Nothing to miss. Okay. I don't think there's anything. No. Yeah, something was telling me there's something. Something. Now let's move forward. And go through the door. Alright.
Animals. You should never have left Ash.
Oh.
yours, Torgal.
I know I saw something up here. Okay, let's go. Okay, so I'll explore a bit before I go in.
Won't be going any further this way.
Yeah. Nice tree.
Stairs. This must be the way out.
Torgal, kill! Enough! Stay down!
Oh. Yeah, time for a big guy.
I won't be sneaking past this one. How did we get in here?
My question is that.
Nice try.
Oh crap.
Nice try.
There we go. Mini boss down, so need to head there, but nothing. Okay. Time to fight Kupka. Wow.
By the flames.
Come on, Torgal.
Kupka never did do things by halves. As if taking the Mother Crystal for his own wasn't enough. He had to build his castle in it.
Yep. The crystal seems kind of weird. Like it just sprouts up like a flower.
Let the trial begin.
The heck is this?
What the hell?
Exactly.
With me, Tom.
Yeah, the best place is to be behind. Gotta move.
All yours, Torgal. Help me, boy.
Oh, that's the wrong button. There we go. Undertaker! Who's gonna be the next one? Triple H?
Seems we're expected.
So this is the power of Mythos.
This guy looks like the villain from Final Fantasy IX. What was his name? Can't remember his name for some reason. into the palace.
Did the orcs do this too?
So I don't think there's anything else here though, but... The heck? Oh, of course.
What the hell is going on? Are these things here for me? Or for him?
Do you see something at the end? Probably 15 of something. Oh, 16 in a guild. Okay, that's good. Money is always welcome. I have to buy those 40,000 soundtracks in the game. Or sheets of music or whatever they're called. If this was a Dragon Quest game, all of these doors would have been... You could have opened these up and go inside and loot the cupboards. But, yeah... I don't know why they couldn't have just opened the doors or allowed Clive to open it up. More development time? Okay, I think... What is this? Bravery. Someone will use the ability Bravery and be right nearby. Why can't we use any of these abilities? It's kind of sad.
Nice try.
Hold on. Level up! Just for coop cassettes.
First orcs, now these nightmares. Is this your doing, Ultima?
Go, oh yeah, there we go.
This won't be easy.
Get rid of these things first. And now I can take care of this guy.
Now, Hugo!
There we go. Okay. What?
You've been busy, Kupka.
Oh, so this is where he was.
But where did you go? The heart. He's in the sanctuary. I can feel it. Come on, Torgal.
Can't I just jump over? Flower of Earth. Which reminds me, I never set up my Titan abilities. Damn. I think I'm good with these for now. We'll see. I need that Titanic block and that kind of stuff. So I can parry. It's gonna be fun. I have to give up on one ability, though I'm not sure if I should give up Phoenix or something, but we'll see.
Just what I needed.
More? Okay.
That better be the last of them.
Is he going to be the one to destroy the crystal?
My everything. I've missed you so much. Kuka!
What?
I swear to you, my love. We will never be parted again.
What's wrong with him?
Get away from her! Benedicta!
What?
I'll kill you, Roswell!
Oh shit, he's priming.
Mythos.
Come on. Find him. You've done this before. You can do it again. Let the flames burn within you. No. Let them burn without. Come to me, ffxvi!
He said it! There we go. Again, not showing how he turns into the freak. So they never show the transformation occurring. Let's go. This battle is gonna be epic. A building versus a mountain. Haha. His hands should regenerate now, shouldn't they? They do.
But if you can do it, then so could I!
You've learned Brimstone. Cool. Clive has learned the ability Brimstone from Titan. Hold and release R2 square to emit a violent explosion. Hold R2. Increase explosion size and strength. Press X at any time to cancel the charge without triggering the explosion. Ifrit is invulnerable to damage when in charge in Brimstone. Oh, okay. And it was R2 square. Okay.
Let's give this a try. Not bad.
Oh, that damage! Whoa. Whoa! Is he gonna eat up crystals or something? Oh wow.
What the hell has he done?
Whoa. That's a nice trap.
Found to help me. It's do or die! I'm coming, Kuka!
Okay, I need to avoid those rocks too. Damn. I can jump too. Oh, okay. Oh! Do I jump over them? Can I punch or do something? I can? Okay. Titan lost. This fight is just awesome.
I've got you now.
What? How did that hit me? Okay, you need to wait that. Pretty low on health, I don't want to die. Not gonna happen again. Oh crap. Oh crap. Whoa. So I think we're a bit low on, like, people in health or something. He's a little bit lower than me though. Hellfire, let's go! One more. Aim? Okay. Attack. Yeah, he went pretty high. Damn, what a fight. Oh, mister. Oh no. Damn. So this battle. That was an incredible battle, man. What a fight.
Is that you, Ultima? What do you want?
Your soul is tainted with worthless human will, yet your thirst for power remains undiminished. With every sip you take, you grow in strength, and soon you shall achieve perfection.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You will accept us, Mythos. It is inevitable. You were created for this purpose, and you shall serve it.
Never!
Fight it, Clive! Don't let him in!
Consciousness. We see now. Human will is so insubstantial it cannot exist in isolation. You mitigate its weakness by interweaving it with your consciousness. We believed we had merely to purge you of your will to claim our vessel. It appears we first have to sever every thread of the consciousness that supports it. No matter. The time to build a new world is not yet upon us. We will contemplate.
Thank you, Joshua.
One can no more command the power of ether by drowning in its flood than one can constrain the tides by standing in the sea. I had thought Hugo wiser than this, but it seems his head was full of rocks after all.
Titan was strong.
Your Majesty,
Mythos is stronger. For 5 years, that man lived only for revenge. Clinging fast to a fiction, even as it swept him into the abyss. One cannot change one's nature through force of will alone. Only the Almighty can do that.
Hugo Kupka, the man who gave his life for a woman's head. A fool like all the rest.
That the death of a mother crystal should be so beautiful.
Some medicine, my lord?
This girl is everywhere.
I have salves, potions, anything you need.
Stop bothering me, urchin, or you'll feel the back of my hand.
You must consider your health, my prince. If a show of force is needed to keep the Dhalmekians at bay, you may trust in your dragoons. I beg you to call on Bahamut only as a last resort. His strength comes at too great a cost.
The Empire agreed to an armistice with the Republic, and yet the Emperor still plots its ruin. For now, the Dhalmekians suspect nothing, and as long as I can hold their gaze, war need not be inevitable. But more than that, Bahamut is the champion of the Empire. When our people look to the heavens, the sight of him gives them hope. Forgive me, Terence. Would that you were my master. But alas.
I will always be your loyal servant.
Should the Council's brazen maneuvering prompt the Republic to tear up their own treaty and launch a new assault, our soldiers would advance to meet them, cutting across the Central Isles, but not in time to prevent their forces from breaching the southern defenses and storming Twinside. And so the capital would become a battlefield. Thousands of innocents would die. I cannot allow that to happen.
There is one small mercy, at least. You will not be forced to do battle with Titan.
Would that I could avoid doing battle at all.
1,000 pardons, Your Highness.
What is it?
Olivier has been made Emperor. What is the meaning of this?
My father's orders. What were they? Quickly! Yes, Your Highness. His Radiance requests that Your Highness maintain position here and...
Gah!
Terence.
Yes, my prince.
I must go to the palace.
I'll ready your steed.
What is it now?
Forgive the intrusion, Your Highness.
I know you.
At ease. We stand in the presence of the Phoenix. You wouldn't want to get your fingers burned.
I hope I'm not interrupting.
Not at all. Though I admit, I did not expect such a distinguished guest.
How many years has it been since the Remembrance ceremony? 20?
I thought you long dead. Do I address a ghost?
Many have told me that I look like one. But no. I'm alive. Just. Prince Dion of the House Lesage, I have a tale to tell you.
I'd better give Otto the good news.
Always need patching up.
Help you today, Clive. Your benefactors are a generous lot. Here you are. All done?
Clive, you're back.
I am.
Well, I'll be. All of our comrades who lost their lives back at Cid's place be smiling down at you right now.
We had a stolus from Lubor saying Drake's fang had fallen. I expect that was your doing as well, was it?
It's a long story.
One for the history books, I'll bet.
Welcome home, Clive.
It's good to be back. You look better.
I feel it. Which means I'm coming on your next little adventure. You're not leaving me behind again.
Wouldn't dream of it. Otto, any word on the Royalist movements since I've been away?
Shouldn't you be putting your feet up? If you really want to know, go and have a word with Vivian.
Thank you.
the conquering hero returns. And with hardly a scratch on him.
I may have picked up one or two.
Well, the fact that you came straight to me instead of visiting our resident physiker suggests that you picked up something more important. The scent of Walooders.
The very same. But whatever plans Kupka was hatching with the Royalists, he took them to his grave, as did his men. Slaughtered by the orcs who'd taken over the Fang. Orcs, Vivian. I've never seen such creatures in Storm before. The Walooders must have ferried them over from Ash, but why work to rescue Kupka only to invade his home, the mother crystal of an allied nation, and let both fall? It makes no sense.
Do you know the tale of the blind men and the Adamantus? One can often be led astray by focusing too closely on individual details. One must instead see the bigger picture. And what bigger picture is there than my map? The Kingdom of Walood claims dominion over all of Ash. It is a nation forged by the bloody conquest of Barnabas Tharm, the dominant of Odin. The Canvarian War of Independence in 849. The Battle of the Twin Realms in 865. The Battle of Belinus Tor in 873. Wheresoever his armies fought, Odin was found where the fighting was fiercest. But of late, the warrior king appears to have laid his sword to rest. Battle rages for control of the crystalline dominion. Yet Tharm sends not a single ship in support of his Dhalmekian allies. Meanwhile, the Blight ravages great swathes of Ash. Yet warlike Walood shows not the faintest interest in laying claim to untouched lands. So why go to the trouble of sending an army of orcs into the heart of Drake's Fang, only to make no attempt to claim the Mother Crystal for Walood? It can hardly be for lack of men. Tharm's armies rival any in the Twins. No. We have not seen the last of the Walooder standard. Odin will ride again. It is but a question of when. And on that day, who will be trampled underfoot? In summary, I know not to what end the Royalists betrayed Kupka. I know only that it is part of some broader scheme. A scheme tied to the ambitions of one man.
King Barnabas.
But there is no need to wallow in confusion. If one is to cure a sickness, one must first identify the symptoms. And your Lord Uncle has volunteered to do just that by keeping an eye on the Royalists' movements.
He's really throwing himself into this.
Indeed he is. Which means all that remains for us to do is await his reports. Well, not quite all in your case. The people of the Hideaway must hear the news. Justice has been done. The wounds he left that night are still raw. Especially for those who lived with Cid the longest. Consider it the price of today's instruction.
I've never known you to be sentimental.
What can I say? I am only human.
I suppose we are. Very well. I'll go and spread the word.
Ah, Clive. Have you come seeking the gift of knowledge?
No. To share mine, actually.
Oh, my.
Look, he's crying. He is.
And with good reason, children. These are tears of joy. There shall be no lessons today, only thanksgiving and merrymaking.
All right. Brilliant.
Finally, a new dawn has broken.
It has.
Thank you, Clive. I cannot wait to share the good news.
Hippocrates. After Kuka fell, Ultima came to me. I need to know what he is. Have you learned anything?
Alas, no. And not for want of trying. I have scoured nigh every historical tome in our collection and found nothing. Not even the sort of conspicuous absence that might suggest a concealment of fact. One is almost tempted to conclude that such a creature never existed.
But I saw him. With my own eyes.
I don't doubt that you did. Alas, it seems you are the only one who has. To others, he reveals naught. We see only that which he leaves in his wake.
A bringer of death.
Whether the Ultima you met with was the being itself, or merely another projection of its power, I know not. But until I do, my investigations shall continue.
Thank you.
Thanks to Cid, the man who...
Well, someone looks pleased with himself.
Nothing escapes you, Lady Karen. It's true. Kuka is dead.
No more looking over our shoulders, then. Good. I'm starting to get a crick in my neck. And what can I do for you? You'll not find a better price than that. Finished, are you?
Blackthorn, do you have a moment?
What is it? I'm busy.
I wanted to tell you that Hugo Kuka is dead.
I can't tell you how long I've been waiting to hear those words. This is it then. A new beginning under a new Cid.
I'll try to live up to the name. Right. Let's see if Otto has anything else for me.
What do you need? What do you want? Should last you a good while. Not my best work, but it'll do. That it? Fine.
I'm telling you, it's true.
You barely sat down since you came home.
Just spreading the word.
So, the Professor's got a soft side, has she? I'd never have guessed.
No. She was right, though. Everyone was glad to hear the news.
Ah, but you ain't told everyone. I can think of plenty of friends back at the old hideaway who'd sleep more peacefully for knowing, not least of all Cid.
You're right. I should.
Well, when you do, be sure to take Mid with you. She's been going at it hammer and tongs down at that workshop of hers, trying to do her father proud.
Very well. I'll suggest it.
When it comes to boyish charm, Goops have Cid might need some help tidying up.
Oh, if I don't come up with something soon. All right, Clive? What do you want?
I'm going to visit Cid, and I thought you might like to come with me.
Sorry, I'm too busy for all that right now. I've got to get this thermal displacement stack sorted.
Thermal...
displacement stack.
And this is for...
Only the fastest, finest ship the world has ever seen. Me and my dad designed it together. Where other vessels rely on the fickle winds to drive them through the water, ours is fitted with mithril engines. And those things have got more push than a behemoth in a bad mood, which is where the stack comes in. I may have already talked some tight-lipped shipwrights into putting the hull together for me in a little dockyard in Canva, but the stack's a bit more involved, so I'm building it here. Thing is, it's so involved that I'm running behind and it's starting to hold things up over at the shipyard. I'll come and see my dad, though, when I'm done. Whenever that is.
Is there anything I can do to help?
Good old Clive. I were hoping you'd say that. First things first, I need some parts meching. The stack will be made up of 3 major components. There's the plating, here, that channels hot vapors away from the engine. The helm over the top, that disperses all that heat into the air. And the shielding around the sides. That stops the rest of the ship from going up in flames.
A full suit of armor, then? Probably best to take it one piece at a time.
Then you'll need to start with the plating. Everything else fits onto it. I've got the designs and the list of materials here. Show these to Blackthorn. He'll know what to do.
I can't make head nor tail of them.
Luckily, you don't need to.
Editors started reading books that don't have any pictures in.
Blackthorn, can I ask a favor?
Out with it.
It's for Mid.
This my last chance to say I'm otherwise engaged. I'd spare myself the arseache. Go on then. What is it this time?
She said you would know.
Krieger's Tates. Well, I don't know what the hell you'd want this for, but I can make it. And I'll need help. Get Gavin Otto in here, will you?
All right.
So Mid's roped us all in here again, hasn't she? Still, if that's what it takes to get her to visit Cid's grave, I'll do what I can.
And, what is it we need to do, exactly?
Take a look at this. It's this plating. The usual sword grade steel won't work. We need something that can get very hot, very fast, and still keep its shape. That means an alloy. Something that won't break or buckle at the temperatures she's talking about, which is where you lot come in. I need materials, and I've got my work cut out already. Now, there's a special kind of sand I'm after that you can only find out in the Valcroy. Stardust, they call it. As for the rest of the stuff, my usual supply should have it in stock.
Well, we'll get it done quicker if we split up. One of us should probably give you an hand coat in the sand.
And the other can go and get the rest from this supplier.
Right then.
Well, make your minds up who's going where, and we can get this over with. You going after the Stardust then, are you? Which one of these 2 lucky souls is going with you?
Otto, you're with me.
All right, then. Where do we find this Stardust, and how will we know it when we see it?
There's a river that runs through the southern reaches of the Valcroy.
And I'm guessing you'll be needing sackloads of the stuff. I'll head down there. See about finding us a wagon.
All right. I'll meet you by the river.
You two take care, eh? I'll go and see this supplier.
Just don't let the bastard fleece you, mate.
He wouldn't do that. He's Blackthorn's mate. Isn't he?
Best of luck.
Looks like I found the river. Now where's Otto? Otto, sorry I'm late.
Oh, Clive. I had a quick scout about, and I reckon this area's our best bet. Seems Blackthorn's the only one who thinks smithing with his Stardust stuff's a good idea. It's just lying here, waiting for any old fool to fill his boots.
But unlike any old fool, you thought to bring a wagon.
Well spotted. Now get filling.
So this is Stardust. You just look like black sand to me. That should be enough for now. Let's see how Otto's getting on.
How much did you get?
Enough. I hope.
More than me. Put it all together and I can't see Blackthorn complaining. Here, Clive. Do you fancy a walk? Sid will be proud.
Of what?
Of you, you idiot. The way you've carried on what he started. When we first met, I had you down as a spoilt little puppy who enjoyed nothing more than biting the hand that fed you. But 5 years on, you're the one doing the feeding. So thanks for proving me wrong.
You weren't wrong. But I changed. Thanks to Sid. And thanks to you. When I suggested taking on his name, you were the first to back me. And if you hadn't, no one else would have. I couldn't have done any of this without you, Otto.
Yo, give over. You're making me blush. All I did was choose hope over despair. I gave you a chance, yes, but you're the one who took it. You took a rabble of homeless, hopeless outcasts and put them back on their feet. Gave them something worth fighting for, just like the old Cid did. About time I was heading back, I reckon. All this scrabbling about in the sand's taken its toll on the old pin.
I'll see you back at the hideaway then. You can take a well-earned rest when you get there.
Oh, I plan to. Believe you me. But I'll make sure Blackthorn gets his precious black sand before I put my feet up.
Right. Ready to go home, boy? Let's hope this is all Blackthorn needs. Blackthorn, got everything you need?
Yeah. Yeah, I do. Cheers for the stardust. Should be enough to be getting on with.
Nice to get out and about for once. Let's do it again sometime, eh?
I'll make a start on putting this thermal plating together then. It'll take some time, mind. So if you've got other things to be getting on with, I could do without you breathing down my neck.
Thank you, Blackthorn. I'll let Mid know construction's underway.
Suppose we'd better be getting back to work too.
Give us a shout if you need anything.
Mid hasn't been...
Editors started reading books that don't have any pictures in.
If I don't come up with something soon.
You'll be pleased to hear that Blackthorn started work on the plating.
Excellent. 1 down, 2 to go.
So, what's next?
The helm, of course. For this, we'll be repurposing fallen scrap.
Salvage from the ruins? I thought that material was all but impossible to work.
Ah, but we don't have to.
I'm sorry?
Just so happens there's one particular ruin that's broken into exactly the right shape and size pieces for what we need. What's the name back there? I'll give you all the details.
What's her name? Right.
Oh, Cid, is this about the helm?
Yes. Mid said I should speak with you.
I'll show you the plans then. Here you see the mithril engine, in which mithril is burned to generate heat. Excess heat is dealt with by means of the thermal displacement stack, which disperses it into the surrounding air. Now, were we to rely on thermal plating alone to achieve this effect, the rate of excess heat buildup would far exceed the displacement coefficient of the plating. In other words, the reactor would overheat and eventually explode. This is where the helm comes in. It connects to the plating, you see, and serves as a sort of thermal sink to absorb all that excess energy. Our experiments have shown that fallen ceramics are remarkably thermophilic. And not only that, They're also waterproof and immune to rust, making them the perfect material for our protective hood. Why? If sea or rainwater were to enter the reactor proper, it would vaporize instantly.
You can stop there. I understand. Mid said we might be able to use parts of a fallen ruin. Where would I find it?
Ah, yes. It's in Lorbert's Pass, near Lostwing. The thing is, well, I probably should have arranged to have the pieces we need brought here sooner. You see, a certain unwanted visitor has taken up residence there. It's no longer a matter of just walking in and taking them. It's, going to be considerably more dangerous than that.
I see. Then I suppose I'd better deal with this unwanted visitor for you. Would that help?
Oh, very much. Thank you, Cid. I'll gather my team and head there right away. We'll meet you outside the ruins.
Ready, go?
Yeah!
Time to fight.
Oh, there you are, Cid. Thanks so much for coming. The, ruins are just over there, as is the creature I told you about, I'd imagine. Would you mind?
Of course. I'll be right back. Anybody home? This must be our unwanted visitor. Time to go. Too slow. Nice try. Nice try. Fire and The things I do for you, Mid.
Cid! Oh, thank goodness you're safe.
You shouldn't have any trouble now.
Indeed. Well, don't let us keep you. We'll, see that everything is transported safely back to the hideaway.
All right. I'll let Mid know you're on your way.
Mid might need some help tidying up.
If I don't come up with something soon.
Mid. Helena has recovered the material for the helm. She'll be along shortly.
Excellent. Another job well done.
And just one remaining.
Right. Right, the shielding.
How so?
The plating's enough to stop the engines going pop, but those things will still be spitting out enough fire to set the rest of the ship ablaze, which is why you need proper shielding. A prism for the dragon's breath that's blazing away inside. I thought a triple thick layer of tempered steel might do it. Or more of the stuff that the Fallen use, but they'd both be too heavy. The helm and the plating are bulky enough as it is. Add any more weight and the whole ship would be at the bottom of the briny before we'd even started. I need something light. But I've racked my brains and I just can't think what would do it.
Well, if I were in need of obscure knowledge, I know whose counsel I would seek. Harpocrates.
Tomes? Yeah. Well, I've got all the details written down here. Can you take this to him? See.
Right away.
Editors started reading books that don't have any pictures in.
Mid hasn't been
What can I get you, Cid? How am I getting on? Ah, about as well as you'd expect of a barmaid pouring sour ale for penniless outlaws in the middle of the Deadlands. And it'd be worse than that if Molly here didn't make the best stew this side of Stonehair. Don't tell her you heard that from me, though. The usual, then. Oh, keep your mug handy.
Thanks to Cid, the man who visited.
Hippocrates, do you have a moment?
For you, Clive? Always.
Well, actually, it's for mid this time. Could you take a look at this?
Shielding for a mithril engine? Whatever will that girl think of next? And what are these notes around the edges?
She has some specific requirements for the materials, and yet remain cool enough on the outside not to set the ship alight, as you can imagine. She's struggling to find anything that meets her needs.
I see.
I wondered if you might know of a solution.
Perhaps. It is not a different material she requires, but a different approach.
What do you mean?
Consider the lake we have made our home. Its blighted waters eat away far more quickly than fresh water or even brine, at timber and steel alike. And yet, we have made a home here from those very materials nonetheless.
We have, but Bardolph must varnish every board twice over to keep it from rotting. And Obelus complains that without a constant supply of... I see.
Early Gregorian histories speak of a preparation known as moondew. Before the dragoons tamed the worms and wyverns of the realm, nobles would daub their castle walls with it in order to guard against dragonfire.
So if we could recreate it...
It might be applied to some material or other in order to provide the protection Mid requires. I shall speak to them and see what wisdom they might have to offer. If you would be so kind as to procure the necessary ingredients, I shall discuss the specifics of how it might be most effectively put to use with our two friends. The knowledge of the past may yet prove useful to we of the modern era.
Thank you, Hippocrates. And since you're asking others to help you, perhaps I should too.
So you need a hand, do you?
We do. I'll be heading to market for the ingredients we need.
The other can assist me in researching how best to prepare the shielding itself.
Can we count on your aid?
Always. Well, if Jill's game.
Thank you.
I am sure either of these fine young minds would prove indispensable in my research.
Shielding that guards against even the most ferocious flames. We could have done with some of that on Drustinus.
I doubt I would have survived that place with or without it. A trip to Northreach, though, I think either of us could handle.
So, Clive, have you made your decision? Who will accompany you on your little excursion?
All right, so, what are we fetching?
I have taken the liberty of preparing a list. Here.
Garlic? Conch shells? Are you sure this is the right list? Looks like the ingredients for someone's supper.
Though these items may seem mundane, they have potent effects that are rarely exploited. So much so, in fact, that they were harvested almost to extinction. Now, of course, they can be obtained with ease.
Well, isn't that convenient? I was hoping to be able to make a trip over that way sometime soon.
All right. Stay safe.
See you later, Clive.
Good luck with your research. Where's Talia?
Keep them pilchers nice
Need
and
to
chill.
stock up on these.
I won't have...
There you are, Talia.
Ah, and there you are. We shouldn't have any problems finding what we need in a place like this. But if time is of the essence, perhaps we should split up.
All right. What shall I look for?
Let's see now. Why don't you take the garlic and the pepio nuts? Meet me by the gate when you've got them.
And what can I do for you? Come back again.
What do you want? If that's what you want.
There's talk. At the glass gate.
What can I interest you in today? Ah, yes. You're always welcome here in Lostwing.
Hopefully Talia's finished too.
Fresh cuts! Come and get them up! You'll not find a bruised pippin in the...
Well, did you find everything?
I did.
Garlic and pepio nuts. We should get this back to Tomes then. But we're not in too much of a rush, are we? Do you know, I think this is the very first time we've been out on an errand together.
I think you might be right.
In all the years since you and that scowl of yours first appeared, you haven't invited me out once. For shame.
Well, it seemed long overdue. And you did say you had some shopping to do.
I was hoping to restock my supplies of herbs and liniment, yes. You and Jill alone burned through them like wildfire. No luck, though. My usual supplier's not here, and I refuse to pay the prices these gougers charge.
I'll ask Karen when we get back. What is it?
Oh, just memories. I came here with Cid once, shopping for supplies, just like today. And just like today, I came away empty-handed. Cid even said he'd speak to Karen for me when we got back. Has it really been 5 years? I remember it as if it was yesterday. Hold on. Does that mean it's been 5 years since we met? Feels a lot longer.
It does. In a good way, of course. Thank you, Taya.
For what?
For everything. I just want you to know that all you've done for us, all you still do, it's appreciated.
Do you think I'd stick around if I thought it wasn't? But in the spirit of sharing and caring, you're appreciated too. By all of us. Well, I think we've tarried long enough. I ought to get these ingredients back to Tomes so he can make up this concoction of his. I'll meet you back at the hideaway, all right?
All right. And thanks again.
I heard you the first time.
I wonder how Hippocrates is getting on with the moon dew. How's work on the shielding progressing, Hippocrates?
Well, very well indeed. And thanks in no small part to your kind assistance. I was just explaining to Tarja how we might best go about preparing the moondew. And now that we have all the ingredients, we may begin.
You can count on me. I've mixed more than a few mysterious concoctions in my time.
I'm sure you have. What about the shielding itself?
Work is underway, under the watchful eyes of Bardolph and Obolus.
Apparently, it'll be ready soon.
Thank you. All of you.
Right then. Jill, would you join me in the infirmary? Many hands make light work and all that.
Of course.
Oh, and Clive. It was good to talk. We should do it again sometime.
It appears our work here is almost at an end. A shame. I was enjoying playing the man of action for once. When both the shielding and the moondew are ready, it will merely be a matter of applying the one to the other, followed by a rigorous process of testing and retesting, of course. Perhaps someone ought to warn young Mid of that.
Leave it to me. Thank you, Hippocrates. Well, I'd better go and give Mid the good news then.
Oh, her ship lies still in
Oh, I wasn't expecting you back so soon. Come to claim your just desserts? You earned this. Best of luck out there. Sid.
How are you doing? Think you can help?
Think Mid might need some help tidying up.
Sorry to keep you waiting, Mid. But you'll be pleased to know that work on the shielding is underway.
You found something for it?
In a manner of speaking. Hippocrates knew of a substance that's highly resistant to heat. He's supervising the construction and testing of the shielding as we speak.
Brilliant! I knew you wouldn't let me down.
Don't thank me. I'm just the errand boy.
Right then, better start working out how to bolt all these bits together. To the Black Hammer!
You know, when I got into the smithing game, I thought I'd be making swords and shields, not thermal bleeding didgeridoo-dahs.
Displacement stacks.
Same difference. Whatever you call it, I ain't putting it together in here. It's cramped enough as it is. Let's take this outside. Mid, you get all the parts lined up on the deck. I'll take care of the rest.
On my way!
Oh, and bring me the biggest hammer you can find. This is going to require some precision walloping.
It's finished! It's finally finished!
Thank fuck for that. I'll be feeling my hammer arm for weeks.
Thank you, Clive, Blackthorn, everyone. That's one down and just 3 more to go.
I'm sorry.
Oh, didn't I tell you? The Enterprise has 4 mithril engines, and we'll be needing a displacement stack for each.
You don't mean...
Now they've got a finished one to work off. My gang in Canva can build the rest.
Good luck to them, I say. Right, I'm off to get a sling for this elbow. Any other work comes in, keep it to yourselves, eh?
What's the matter?
Nothing. Just daydreaming. Thinking about the Enterprise sailing off over the horizon to shores unknown, searching for a land untouched by the Blight. Just like me and my dad planned. So if the worst came to the worst and every scrap of soil in the Twins turned black, we might still have a chance. That's what she was meant to be. You see, one last chance just in case we needed it. But now she's so close to being finished, I've realized I don't want it to be that. I don't want it to be just a lifeboat for us to cling to if things get desperate. I want people to sail aboard her by choice, not from the lack of it. In a world where we're not just trying to survive, but where we can actually live.
I'm working on that, and I'll do everything I can to get you what you want.
Don't you always? All right. My mind's made up. As soon as the Enterprise is fit to sail, I'm putting her under your command. Sod our plans. I'm trusting in yours.
Are you sure about this?
Something tells me it's what my dad would have wanted.
He'd be proud of you.
You were gonna visit his grave, weren't you?
I was. And you can come too, now that your little project is finished.
Right. There's just one thing I need to finish up first. Won't be a mo.
All right. I'll let Otto know you're coming. Meet us in the mess when you're ready.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Mid told me she was building a ship.
All right, Clive. Asterix, Mid finished sending half the hideaway traipsing across the Twins, has she? I swear, that girl'd do anything to put off visiting her old dad's grave. No excuses now, though, eh?
Not quite. She said there was one final thing she had to take care of.
She said that? In those words?
She did, yes.
Clive, were you born yesterday or something? There is no thing. She'll probably be halfway to Canva by now.
Mid. I might still be able to catch her.
Is that the thing Tomes helped?
Obolus, have you seen Mid?
Yep. In a boat, going that way.
Then I'm too late.
You in a hurry and all, are you? Oh, I offered to take her across, but she wouldn't wait. Just paid for a dinghy and rowed off. Oars going like the clappers. Got some life in her, ain't she? But anyway, I was on my way up to see you, as it happens. Got a letter for you. Urgent, by the sound of it. One of your uncle's men said I was to hand it to you in person, post-bleeding haste.
Thank you, Obolus.
Don't mention it.
What tidings, Uncle? Trouble in Canva. Well, I'll need someone to keep an eye on Mid.
So what? Mid got us to do all the dirty work and then just sailed off into the sunset?
It, seems that way.
Well, nothing we can do about it now. But next time you plan on visiting Cid, you might want to tie her to something before you suggest it.
Ah, don't be so hard on her.
Got to admit, the dirty work was kind of fun. Just like when we built this place.
You're right.
Anyway, we all set to head to the old hideaway. Wouldn't do to keep Lord Rosfield of the Seven High Houses waiting now, would it?
Gav will be leaving with me. Will you mind the place while we're gone?
You can count on me. Just be sure to give Sid and the others my regards. All right.
Oh, by the way, Jill will be joining us too. She's got some things to take care of, but she'll meet us there.
I hope she's telling the truth at least. Well, Sid, I remember what you told me. But if no one is listening to what you have to say, you may as well not say it. But I will say this, old friend. Hugo Kuka is gone. His shadow looms over us no longer.
It's a pity the Phoenix can't be in two places at once. If he'd have been with us, maybe he could have done something for the lost.
Not even the Phoenix can bring people back from the dead. Life has a beginning and an end. So we must live while we have the chance. And not as slaves to the crystals, but as free men.
May we join you?
Lady Karen, what a pleasant surprise.
I thought I'd drop by and see how you were all doing before heading off to restock my supplies. It wasn't the most scenic view back then, but it were never as bad as this.
I know. The blight marches on. And soon, there'll be no escaping sights like these. So our mission remains unchanged. We cannot stop until every Mother Crystal is gone, and their thirst for ether with them. The only one that remains in Storm is Drake's Tail in the Crystalline Dominion.
Our next target.
We're going to Twinside.
It's the capital of the Empire these days. I wouldn't like to think how tightly guarded they've got the place. Not that that'll stop you. But we do well to scout it out before you go charging in.
We would indeed.
If you're off to the Dominion, you can take this great lump with you.
Goods.
Oh, I am sorry. Have you forgotten you're the most wanted man in the Twins? I thought you might like to disguise yourselves as the attendants of a travelling trader, assuming you've no better ideas. You wanted to buy yourself some tools, didn't you? Well, now's your chance.
You're letting me go? With them? Oh, thanks, Nan!
Stop that! You'll break me bones, you great galoot! There's a caravan that runs back and forth between the Dominion and the Bocklad markets. It's managed by the Merchants Guild. Just show them Goots' traders past and you'll be on your way. It'll be a damn sight less risky than footing it the length of the Crystal Road. That's for sure.
Thank you, Karen. And glad to have you with us, Goots.
Okay then. I'll get me things and I'll meet yous there. See yous down in Bocklad.
Get off! Me poor fingers!
Jill, you're with me.
Understood.
And Gav?
Already on my way, Captain.
Be careful.
Aren't I always?
Do you see that, Sid? Your protégé's making a proper little outlaw of himself.